When we picture a chicken, we usually think of a slow-moving bird pecking safely behind a wire fence. But its ancestor is born into the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, where there are no farmers to provide protection. The moment you break through your shell, your legs are wet and folded awkwardly beneath you. You push yourself up into the humid air, wobbling with every step away from the fragments of your egg. Before you can even study your footing, a monitor lizard crawls out from behind a nearby tree. Its tongue flicks as it reaches the spot where you hatched, turning the broken shells over with its snout. Your only defense right now is pure mimicry. Your mother stays entirely frozen, so you copy her. You press your body low to the dirt, staying completely motionless while the lizard passes within just a few steps. That mimicry extends to basic survival. When your mother starts walking and begins scratching at the ground, you follow her pattern, kicking the debris backward until you uncover a beetle and swallow it whole. In these first hours, making it to the next day has little to do with physical strength. Survival relies entirely on perfectly mirroring a protector to navigate a lethal landscape. At 3 weeks old, threats begin to arrive from the sky. You're scratching through loose dirt when a crested serpent eagle lands on a branch right above you, scanning the forest floor. Your mother reacts by bursting from cover, running in the opposite direction. She flaps her wings, drawing the eagle's dive away from your hiding spot. While she leads the predator away, you stay tucked under a fern. You're learning the meaning of those alarm signals, and exactly when staying motionless is the only way to remain hidden. By 2 months old, maternal protection is fading, but your flight feathers are finally ready. You'll need them. As you rest on a low branch, a python begins wrapping its body around the bark, creeping up the trunk directly toward your roost. On the forest floor, you are trapped within a 2-dimensional grid of danger, surrounded by red zones where ground predators hold the advantage. Flying expands that grid. You now have a vertical escape into the canopy, leaving those ground-level threats far below. By 4 months old, you are foraging alone, searching through the dry leaves and small clearings. A feral cat creeps through the undergrowth to your left, staying low to the ground before launching a sudden, horizontal ambush. Success now depends on pure reflex. You push off and flap your wings, launching yourself straight up into the safety of a high branch. Another young bird feeding nearby attempts to escape by running along the ground. The cat closes the distance in seconds, catching a slower bird and dragging it into the brush. Survival in the jungle is governed by a cold threshold of reaction time. You don't need to be faster than the cat. You just need to react fast enough to stay in the green zone, 1 step ahead of the other prey around you. Reaching adulthood is a mechanical calculation. Only the absolute fastest reflexes get the chance to survive the first year. Surviving the predator gauntlet to become an adult only rewards you with new forms of violence, this time from your own species. Rival roosters fight for territory, jumping into the air to drive sharp leg spurs into each other's chests. These clashes often leave one bird staggering and bleeding heavily. Even when you mate, the next generation is fragile. You can spend a week hiding eggs, only for a foraging wild boar to root up the nest and crush them all in a few seconds. You are 3 years old now. A pack of wild dogs spreads out across a clearing and forces you into a desperate sprint toward the nearest tree. You jump up to take flight, but your takeoff is just a fraction of a second too slow. The lead dog catches your leg, pulling you back to the dirt. The pack closes in and consumes your body, returning your biological matter to the jungle ecosystem. Nature never intended for the freezing, the panicked fleeing, and the flying to keep you alive indefinitely. These intense stress responses are a temporary stay of execution. They are designed to keep you alive through years of failed nests and predator strikes, buying just enough time for one brood to finally survive and carry your genes forward. The next time you see a docile farm bird pecking in a pen, remember what built it. You are looking at the direct genetic descendant of a hypervigilant jungle survivor.